Hey, I'm trying to get this World Heavyweight Championship. Now you got us a tag
The
match.
WWE Universe was left reeling as Monday Night Raw erupted into unprecedented chaos following a shocking and brutal assault by Roman Reigns and his loyal cousins, Jimmy and Jey Uso, on two of WWE's most promising rising stars, Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker. What began as a competitive showcase of talent and strength quickly devolved into an unrelenting onslaught, leaving the WWE Universe in awe and horror. This attack not only reasserted the Bloodline's dominance but also solidified their position as one of the most formidable and ruthless factions in WWE history. The segment, which unfolded live on RAW, has since become a trending topic worldwide, sparking heated discussions among fans, analysts, and wrestling insiders alike. The Bloodline, dominance on display. For years, the Bloodline has ruled WWE with an iron grip. Led by Roman Reigns, the tribal chief and undisputed WWE Universal Champion, the faction has combined athletic superiority, psychological warfare, and strategic alliances to maintain their dominance. The Usos, Jimmy and Jey, have served as both enforcers and storytellers, adding layers of complexity to the faction's in-ring and backstage persona. Their dominance, however, has always been coupled with a strict hierarchy. Loyalty is paramount, and defiance is met with swift retribution. Fans have seen glimpses of this dynamic over the years, but Monday Night Raw marked a dramatic escalation, showcasing the faction's willingness to strike fear into anyone they perceive as a threat, even up-and-coming stars like Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker. The rising stars, Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker. Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker have quickly established themselves as top-tier competitors in WWE, known for their athleticism, resilience, and ability to captivate the audience. Reed, with his combination of size, power, and technical skill, has become a fan favorite, while Breakker, often compared to legends for his explosive in-ring style, has consistently impressed audiences and commentators alike. The two rising stars had been steadily building momentum, with victories that signaled they were ready to challenge WWE's dominant factions. Their presence in Raw's main event segment set the stage for a confrontation with the Bloodline, but few could have predicted the sheer brutality and chaos that would unfold. The attack, chaos unleashed in Raw. The segment began with Reed and Breakker confidently entering the ring, poised to confront the Bloodline and assert their presence. Promos were exchanged with both teams displaying equal parts bravado and determination. However, tensions reached a tipping point when Roman Reigns, flanked by Jimmy and Jey Uso, stepped forward, his gaze cold and calculating. Without warning, the assault began. Roman led the charge, using his strength and ring awareness to dominate Breakker, while the Usos targeted Reed with a series of punishing tag team maneuvers and strikes. What was initially a structured confrontation rapidly devolved into a chaotic brawl, with ringside weapons briefly introduced and the arena erupting as the violence escalated. Solo Sikoa, though not directly participating in the initial attack, loomed at ringside, silently reinforcing the sense that the Bloodline's power was absolute. Why this attack matters. This attack represents more than just in-ring dominance. It marks a pivotal moment in WWE storytelling, signaling that the Bloodline is willing to go to unprecedented lengths to maintain control and intimidate anyone who dares to challenge them. The ruthless nature of the assault conveys a clear message to the WWE Universe. Roman Reigns and his family will stop at nothing to maintain their supremacy, and the era of unchecked dominance is now coupled with brutality. From a narrative standpoint, the attack also elevates both Reed and Breakker. By positioning them as victims of the Bloodline's aggression, WWE creates a compelling underdog storyline that resonates with fans emotionally. The assault sets the stage for personal vendettas, high-stakes pay-per-view matches, and a long-term storyline that could redefine factional dynamics in WWE. Fan reactions, shock and anticipation. The WWE Universe's response was immediate and intense. Social media platforms were flooded with reactions, ranging from shock and outrage to excitement about the storyline possibilities. Hashtags such as #BloodlineAttack hashtag Roman Reigns, hashtag Crown Jewel 2025, and hashtag Bronson vs. Bloodline began trending within minutes, demonstrating the segment's viral impact. Roman Reigns just decimated Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker. The Bloodline is officially terrifying, one fan tweeted. Crown Jewel 2025 just got insane. I can't wait to see the fallout from this. Another posted. Fans were particularly intrigued by the chaotic nature of the assault, noting that this was not a typical in-ring segment but a carefully orchestrated narrative moment designed to shock, awe, and build anticipation for upcoming WWE events. Backstage implications and storyline potential. The repercussions of this attack extend far beyond RAW's broadcast. WWE Creative has multiple avenues to explore in the coming weeks, including rematches and high-stakes pay-per-view. Matches Reed and Breakker are positioned as prime contenders for a pay-per-view showdown with the Bloodline, potentially including stipulations like no disqualification or steel cage matches to heighten tension. Factional escalation. The Bloodline's dominance could provoke alliances among WWE's rising stars, creating multi-man or tag-team chaos matches that further elevate the storyline. Character arcs. Reed and Breakker's journey from underdogs to potential challengers offers rich narrative opportunities, including redemption arcs, emotional promos, and fan-driven storytelling. Internal faction tension. While the focus was on Reed and Breakker, subtle cues from RAW suggest potential internal conflicts within the Bloodline, particularly regarding Jey and Jimmy Uso's loyalty dynamics. This adds another layer of intrigue to the storyline. Historical context. Bloodline's evolution. The Bloodline's evolution from a dominant faction to a faction willing to strike with unrelenting aggression is reminiscent of some of WWE's most memorable heel turns. Factions such as DX, NWO, and Evolution used similar strategies, combining physical dominance, psychological warfare, and factional storytelling to captivate audiences. By turning this assault into a defining moment, WWE is following a proven narrative formula while adding contemporary twists, including rising stars, social media engagement, and multi-layered character development.